Hi everyone, this is Star with Ariana Star. This is a pick a card reading for the week starting from 14th to 20th April 2025. We have two cards lined up here from the Ideal Tarot. This is pile A and this is pile B. Viewers, you can pause the video and decide intuitively which pile you're being drawn to. We do have the timestamp given in the description box, so in case you want to proceed and go directly to your reading, feel free to do that. Let's just get down to your reading. Those of you who picked pile A, the first card in this reading from the tarot deck is the Magician card. Possibly you're going to be someone who needs to juggle both energy as well as your abilities to good effect. Maybe as the week commences, you're also in an investigative frame of mind. You want to get to the bottom of things. Perhaps you may also feel that people who are listening to your point of view are not paying attention to your story. Maybe they don't want to make it plain that they understand what you're going through. You find yourself in tricky and ugly situations. Perhaps you also need to meet deadlines because your responsibilities will certainly increase. There could also be issues with the male figure. Incidentally, the Magician also talks about blessings from your higher self, from the universe. Another major arcana that flipped in your reading is the Hermit card. Now, the Hermit is someone who is going to withdraw, who is going to retreat. Perhaps there are restrictions and limitations imposed upon you by your loved ones and family members. That is why you want to be all by yourself. Sometimes, we also feel unwanted. We also feel that it's the environment around us that makes us very reflective. Nevertheless, I think you need to steer clear of petty issues. You also need to focus while working because mistakes could crop up. Besides, you have a lot on your plate. Some of you could also get a work-related offer, but you could be unsure, undecided about it. With the card, I'm also picking up that reading is going to be essential. You also need to focus on self-love and grooming. Incidentally, the Nine of Swords from the Ideal Tarot also talks about the need for you to gear up because your responsibilities will increase. You will make a good progress. A question of principles or ethics could also arise, but you also need to be careful because knives could also be sharpened behind your back. Some respite is also on the cards because things will begin to fall in place. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Some of you could also be traveling. You could be sleeping late at night because of your responsibilities. Nevertheless, I think you can take heart from the fact that you're going to make it count. Incidentally, I also have the card Job from Lenormand, which means that you also need to focus on your friendships. Someone could be steadfast and loyal, faithful, and this person is someone who is going to have your back, is going to support you. It is evident that at times you will feel stuck, caught in a web. From the Divine Messages Oracle does imply the same, yet the universe is giving you the chance to protect yourself. Maybe you also need to go outdoors, spend time by the sea. Protection, saltwater clearing is also going to be the key, so focus on cleansing of any kind. The sea could also bring in some memories in your life. With respect to your love life, I do have the card I'm reminded of you constantly. So someone maybe is a loyal friend. It could be a romance which is blossoming between you and your friend. You could be reminded of this person even if you're in hermit mode, even if you're reflective. This person is not far from your mind. Perhaps some of you are dealing with a person who doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. That is why you do feel stuck. Yet, you do want a fresh start with this person. Gardening is also going to be very therapeutic for you this week, pile A. Spend time in nature. You could even plant a sapling. Look at the flowers. Look at the leaves. Every falling leaf also has a message. So pay attention to the signs that the universe is giving. In fact, we started this reading with the Magician card, which did talk about messages from your higher self. I hope you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Star. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time. Those who picked Pile B, these are your messages for the week starting from 14th to 20th April. The first card I do have the Hierophant right here. Hierophant talks about system and order, talks about rules. Maybe you're also dealing with religion. Past life issues also need to be addressed. Perhaps some of you are also going to have those vivid dreams and gain insight. Overwork is also going to make you a bit irritable. There could also be a change of plans because you're dealing with people who are very fickle. Like the pendulum, they could swing from one end to the other. That is why it is imperative for you to rethink, retreat, and be diplomatic this week. Aura cleansing will also benefit you. With the Page of Cups also coming up in the reading, maybe some people around you could question your contribution to the family purse. Also, things will be revealed because those blue eyes do tell a story. I think you also need to be mindful of your speech because giving too much information could be very detrimental to you, Pile B. Maybe you should also keep a backup of your data because technical challenges could even arise. With the Sun from the Tarot deck also in your reading, it means that you need to go outdoors. You will feel energized as the week proceeds. Maybe you will rush headlong, but then avoid overreacting. There could be unforeseen delays as well as rescheduling, which could leave you edgy. I think by and large, Pile B, you're not going to tolerate tardiness, while criticism does give you food for thought. Perhaps you should also keep your documents at hand because official paperwork could be there. Your thoughts will also center around your home or your children. If someone owes you some dues, then you expect that person to pay up. But then things could even spiral out of control in your relationship with this person, so be careful. Perhaps that is why the card Wilderness has also come up in your reading from the Divine Messages Oracle. Now, the snail in the card knows when to retreat and when to come out of his shell. Likewise, you should spend time outdoors. Maybe a walk by the beach will also give you peace of mind. Incidentally, with respect to your love life, I do have the card You Inspire Me. I also have this card Admired, which has come in your reading. So certainly there are going to be people who are going to admire you. You're going to be the center of attention. You're going to be in the spotlight. Your person definitely sees you as marriage material, with the Hierophant also coming up in your reading. I think someone could also talk about your secret romance publicly. That could also put you in a spot of bother. You do want to take revenge from this person. I also have book from Lenormand, which means that there could be secret admirers for Pile B. The book also talks about learning. The Hierophant also has a book in his hand, this high priest that is. So education is going to be the key in case you want to proceed in life. So sign up for an educational course if that's what you're looking for. 333 Trinity, Mind, Body, Soul, you're in the zone. Express your true authentic self, it says here. So Pile B, I think you need to collaborate. You're also going to be very creative this week. You're going to be someone who is going to turn heads. I think you need to focus on expressing yourself, whether with words, whether with your creative ideas. Perhaps nature is also going to give you some inspirational thoughts this week, so pay attention to the signs. By and large, it is a week when you need to calm down. You also need to weigh your words carefully, like I said, to avoid any rift or discord in a connection. I hope Pile B, you liked your reading. This is Char with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye till the next time.